Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the winner, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be showing you guys some of the most unique and best looking car interiors in Grand Theft Auto 5. We're going to be looking at cars like the Vapid Peyote, a whole lot of classic cars, and some unique ones that you definitely wouldn't think would make the list. So I did a series like this on the old generation of GTA 5, talking about some of the most rare and unique vehicles, and with the next generation, because we can go into first-person mode and look at car interiors, I'm going to be doing a series where I look at some of the best, and like I said, unique looking car interior. So I think this is going to be a really cool series. If you guys like the series or want to see some improvements, definitely leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get to your comments. And also be sure to leave what cars and car interiors you'd like me to cover in the next episode. So let's get started. So the first car we're going to be looking at is the Albany Roosevelt, which was a DLC car from the Valentine's Day update. Now this has an absolutely amazing interior. The first thing I obviously notice is the steering wheel. You can see it's that cream white color with a red center. I think that looks absolutely amazing paired with the entire wood paneling of this car. It looks absolutely beautiful, and the huge gauges. You can see the two behind the steering wheel and the four located to the right of the player's arm, which is absolutely awesome. There's a few gauges and knobs in there as well, but the thing that stands out the most to me is, like I said, the wood paneling and just the absolute beauty of this car. You can see the hood, you can see a little bit of the roof, the sun strip that comes down, and when you look around the car, you can see the great detail of the interior. You can obviously tell this was a limousine from past time. The Albany Roosevelt has one of the greatest interiors and is by far one of the coolest cars in Grand Theft Auto 5. So the second car in our first episode is going to be the Romero Hearse. Now the Romero Hearse doesn't have any special knobs, gauges, or really anything important on the dashboard, but what it does have inside is this casket with a wreath and flowers on the back, as well as windows that have curtains over them. So I do think those are pretty unique features. You obviously aren't going to see those in any other vehicles, especially the casket and the wreath in the back. So that's why I think this is going to be going on this list, because it is so unique and it does have features that aren't going to be seen in any other cars in GTA 5. So I do think it's pretty epic, even though it kind of lacks things up front and on the dash. You are going to have those windows with the curtains, and of course you are going to have the casket and the wreath in the back, which is pretty epic. So again, the Romero Hearse isn't winning any awards for style points, but it does have some pretty unique features inside the car, and once you get into driving into first person. So it's number 2 on our list. This is the Romero Hearse. The third car we're going to be looking at today is the Gang Vapid Peyote, the convertible edition. Now, these can be found in any gang hideouts located throughout Los Santos and in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, I will advise you be kind of careful when taking one of these vehicles, but of course the prize is absolutely worth it, because the Vapid Peyote, like the Albany Roosevelt, has one of the coolest interiors in the game. You'll find this interior on a hot knife, but what makes the Gang Vapid Peyote that much cooler is the other little, features that this car has. But let's focus on the dash first. You can obviously the speedometer, which is that cool arch shape. It also has a few gauges on the left and the right, one of them being the fuel gauges. You can see the radio right there, kind of towards the center console. And what's great about this is you can see the zebra seats, and you can see the Los Santos little bling thing on the back, which I think is epic as well. You obviously have a great view of the car because it is a convertible, and you can see the hood scoop, which is epic as well as the cassette player, the AC units and whatnot. So this is a great looking car. I'm actually going to step out for a moment and show you what you guys looks like from the outside, and this is absolutely epic. Again, the Vapid Peyote, one of the coolest cars in the game, and when you pair it with all the gang features, like I said, you can see the zebra seats, you can see the console, everything that makes this car so epic, and that is why it is on this list, and of course coming in at the number 3 spot. So our next car is going to be any utility vehicle. Now, these utility trucks are epic for one reason, and that is the speedometer. You can see right there, it's got some like green and orange and yellow and red, and that is epic. It's actually a digital speedometer, which I think is really cool. It's one of the few cars in this game that actually has that. You can see the little snake thing going up and down when it changes gears, and to the very far left, you can see the digital numbering of how fast you're going in terms of miles per hour. Now, I don't know how accurate it is, because we are accelerating and decelerating at pretty fast speeds, but nevertheless it is super cool to look at while you're driving, and also very distracting. So this can be a positive and a negative, because lots of times I found myself staring at the numbers going up or watching the green thing trying to eclipse the little hill. But nevertheless, I had a great time driving this vehicle. It's an absolute blast. Any of the utility vehicles will have this, so try to look for them, and you can really do whatever you want. It's lots of fun, like running into people at bus stops, but it has one of the coolest interiors, and that's why it's on this list as well. And our final vehicle for today's episode is actually going to be the Taco Van. And the Taco Van has by far one of the coolest interiors in the game. It's a very unique truck to begin with, but when you look on the inside, you can see the entire portion of the back of the truck, which is obviously going to be serving food like coffee. It's going to be serving tacos as well. But even up front, the dash looks amazing. You can see the radio right there. It's kind of on this weird display that looks like it's something out of like a taxi or something like that. You can't really see much of the dash, but also the windshield is amazing. It's divided into two portions. You can see the windshield wipers right there. And this is a great vehicle. Obviously, like the Romero hearse, not going to win any style points in terms of speed or craftiness, but it is pretty epic on the inside. You can see, like I said, all the Bean Machine coffee cups, all the condiments, ketchup, and mustard, and it just looks epic. You know, like I said, it's the Taco Van. It can't get much more epic than that, and the interior is amazing. So Rockstar really did a great job with this, and that is, of course, why it is on our list in the first episode. So, of course, this has been episode 1 of the most unique and best-looking car interiors in Grand Theft Auto 5. Let me know what cars you want to see in a future episode by leaving them in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, and, of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.